We moved to California when I was little, so I always loved it back here and always wanted to move back here, but that just wasn't in the cards for us. And now that our kids and grandkids are out there, it probably won't be in the cards for us, but we want to spend part of the time here.
We like it here, too. California has some real pluses, but, it's dry and hot and dirty and busy. And of course, the last 2 years, Rapid City has been so busy you can't hardly drive from here to the mall, we had some relatives here that went to Fountain Springs, and we went to Fountain Springs with them once, and it was the week after Love Week. And I have been very involved with our California Church with Outreach. That's kind of my thing, or my interest, and I've traveled to Mexico and Central America and such every year with our church. And so when I saw this big Love Week outreach activity into the community, I really thought it was cool. And then, of course, subsequent to that, we would see red shirts everywhere here, there, stores out on the street, the President Mall, the hardware stores, the grocery stores. Because the first week we got involved as active in it, there were like 2,000 people, I think, that year. It was one of the bigger times. So anyway, and having seen it at church and seeing people out in the community and such, that just seemed like something we really wanted to do. And so when we were back here one time, I called the church and said, I'd like to come talk to whomever about being involved in whatever when we're here. And I remember we met with Todd Lynch, and you could tell they didn't know what we were doing there, because it was like, well, are you looking for a job? No, we just want to get involved in the outreach of the church.
So many of the mission trips are always, either to other countries or, and you spend so much money in travel and all that stuff just to get there. I don't know. It's been we always thought it was an important part of the church, is looking outside of itself to the community. And so when we were at at Fountain Springs and they were talking about Love Week, and it's like, hey, that's like that's interesting, and that's outreach without spending a bunch of time and money to get there. That was just, well, for us it's time and money to get here because it's California, but in the community was really just attractive to us. And so we thought, let's try that. Let's try and schedule our time next year so we're here at the right time, because we had just barely missed it. So.
So I was selling a house for the senior pastor at the time, and he was asking me questions, and I said, I'm tied up in a meeting right now, and I sent him some pictures of, those mornings at Love Week where we have the big number. I'm work project number 7, and the people that signed up for 7 go to my table, and I sent him some of those pictures, and he said, when you get home, I want to talk about that. So I took a lot of pictures that year, and I shared with him what we did here in Rapid City, and he thought it sounded like a good idea, so then I made a presentation to our board out there, and we now have a pretty significant budget and a nice week of outreach there that is designed to serve our community, which really came from Fountain Springs.